One, mate, it's the match that everybody wants to see, and I think it's the match that you want, the Golden Fleece. It's the one where, listen, when you're doing this, everybody's got that thing. People talk about, oh, what's your motivation? What do you want to do it for? You've loved arm wrestling since you were a puppy, and you've been as committed as anyone that's ever done it. So, just for that underlining. I mean, listen, you've just been boxing, right? And you talk so much about the boxing that it was an experience in life. It was a, spiritual awakening of sorts, and an experience and something you'll treasure that extended yourself. I know this is in the same field. It's in your own field. It's in the field where it is your comfort zone, but it's down that same path, isn't it? It's like you may be arm wrestling the highest level that we've seen in the sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to be in that match and to potentially make it a match, for me, without sort of oversimplifying things, I don't think there's necessarily a lose there for you. I think it's just frigging cool, and you've got the chance to win it. I think you've a good chance of winning it if you come in, as you just described, 100% healthy. I think you've got the range where you possibly can. But there's so many unknowns at the moment from Levan because he's just cracking people.
There's a lot of knowns. There's a lot of knowns from Levan.
We know he's criminally strong.
Yeah.
And he can arm wrestle. And for a man that big, he's got good mobility and good range,
And I thought we'd already seen his peak in terms of size, but I believe that he looked the best he's ever been against Dave. That's what I thought. I thought he looked better against Dave than he did against Vitaly in the finals a year and a half ago or whatever.
Now take this how it's meant, right? But if he's in the film that we know he's looking at now, okay? Here comes a test. Here comes the awakening. Because we've all been that guy that you wake up in the morning and all you think about is arm wrestling, and you're sure that for the next 10 years, all you're ever going to think about is arm wrestling, and then something happens.
Yeah.
And suddenly your head's turned a little bit, and it's like, oh, God, I never had this before. I never had the opportunity to do these things before, to hang out with these people, to do this kind of thing. That is a very, very, that's a crossroads. And I'll be interested to see, because I think one of the big wins that Levan has is his work ethic, commitment, and dedication to the pure pursuit of excellence in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Will he maintain that? Can he maintain that when other opportunities come along? I guess we'll find out. But for me, it's another point of serious consideration.
Yeah.
If he's just about to film for a few months and he's thrown into that like never before. Yeah.
Certainly a test of a lot of things for him.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows exactly when it will be then. So potentially, from what I understand, the dates have been pushed. I don't know how solid this is, but I've heard he's filming from potentially December through to even as late as April.
Mm-hmm.
So, and really for me, that's fine. Like, I feel like I want to be very sure that this is the best that I've been. Like, I want to be sure that I'm even better in this match than I was against Michael. And I really have to set a lot of pieces right. Like my base, like why I'm doing this, like my resolve when I finally go ahead and start the process has to be unbreakable. Like, and I'll tell you, I'm taking a small vacation. I've purposefully beat myself down. I've purposefully tried to make my life as worthless as possible, so that I can give it everything without a shred of overconfidence. because I think it will take a lot of humility to execute with a full sense of purpose. You know, I think, and it will take duration as well. Like, I think for me, having a solid 6 months of dedicated preparation for the match will do me well. Yeah, I plan on, I mean, I'm starting to set the groundwork for it, but I plan on just arm wrestling a ton. Like, I don't plan on winning it in the weight room. I plan on being on that table basically as much as my body can handle. You know, I don't want to overtrain, but I don't think I'll probably even do a max lift between now and the event.
No.
I don't think I'll do a single one.
Well, you're not going to go in stronger than this, man.
No, I just have to be an incredibly good arm wrestler.